You know, when sometimes you have so much to say and stuff that's so big to say, you kind of lose the words. I'm also trying to be really quiet because it's really early in the morning. I'm in the middle of moving house and Dev's asleep and I don't want to wake him. I don't know how to get the information across that I have to get across, but I'm going to try. So I don't know where you guys are caught up to, but after I had my peg tube, this guy here, I haven't named him yet. Still stuck on a name for something I hate so much. About a week and a half after that was put in, and they did the exploratory laparoscopy, which found, actually this is a two-part thing. So first off, they did the exploratory laparoscopy on the outside of my stomach, so in my abdominal cavity rather than inside, that they have, which they've usually been doing when they've done endoscopies, when they're putting the peg tube in. And that, I woke up from that surgery and I grabbed the nurse and I'm like, off my head on sedation and go, please tell me they found something. She's like, yeah, they did, it's okay. And I'm like, I started crying, I was bawling, you have no idea. Anyway, what they found when they looked around the outside of my stomach was an abdominal cavity full of scar tissue. Adhesions is the term. It's usually found in your lower colon after colon surgery or cancer and stuff, and it usually causes intestinal blockages, but it can form in any surgery. So my abdominal cavity was full of scar tissue that's like, think of spiderwebs all stretching out, and this tissue is hard. So it had attached itself to my abdominal wall. It attached itself to my liver. Now, that means at any time this tissue isn't mobile. This tissue is hard and it's not flexible, so it can break or tear at any time because it's in a place where things are meant to be fluid and flexible. So if I had sneezed too hard, vomited the wrong way, vomited too hard, stretched the wrong way, and that all the little spider webs attached to my liver had torn off, I would have bled out within an hour and died, and no one would have known why. Now, the problem with adhesions is they grow back. If that's how your body heals after trauma, unfortunately, they grow back. So what they did when they found these adhesions, the first surgery was meant to go for 2 hours, it went for 6, because they went in, they saw all the adhesions, and they were like, holy shit. They lasered them all off, but there's only so many times they can do that before it's just putting me through a surgery that is kind of pointless. So the adhesions have likely grown back by now, which means at any moment, depending on where they are, they could tear and I would bleed internally and die. That's it. That's it for me. That's my story now. And it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. So it's not exactly terminal, but if I have orders to be really careful and still not move, I still can't stop. Sorry, sneezing and moving house. I'm sitting on a floor covered in dust. That's my story. And I could be really precious with myself and not move and not live and not do craft and not create, not be energetic and lively and excitable. But then the precious little bit of life that I do get would be being disingenuous. And I don't know if I could do that. I don't think I'd be able to face myself if I was given this precious little thing and I didn't give it everything that I had, but giving it everything I had is going to drastically shorten it. Catch-22 or what? So I've been processing that, but longer story. So the adhesions. So after, about a week and a half after coming home with the peg tube and this knowledge, I got an infection, and it came on so quickly. Sorry, I've got a tissue here from floor dust. That's why this room looks like this. Yeah, so my friend got me to hospital. So this is COVID time. My friend couldn't actually come in with me to the emergency room, and Deb was on respite and not contactable. So I got dropped off. My friend didn't know what was going on with me, and he wasn't on my preferred. He wasn't on my list of contacts, so he had no idea if I was alive, dead, what was going on. He just had to drop me off, and they told him to leave. I can't remember a lot what was going on. I found a lot of videos on my phone. I'm weeping and crying, and like my face is taut with pain. A lot of them I'm crying from mother, and it's really hard to watch because, of course, my mother never comes. That's another story. That's a story for another day. Yeah, so basically what happened is they put my peg tube in too tight. It was eroding the wall of my stomach, but also I got an infection at the same time as well. So I got an abscess, and the abscess was under my skin, and it's bigger than my hand. It spread out bigger than my hand. I've got videos and pictures, but some are a bit gruesome, and mostly have pus in them. It was the most gross thing